You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Systems is what it's all about, especially when it comes to buying real estate in northern New Jersey. Today's video, I'm gonna be going through what it looks like to buy property start to finish utilizing the systems that my team implements. My name's Shawn McEnteer. I am the team leader of the Living in North Jersey real estate team. I'm getting phone calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you. So whether you're looking to make that move in 9 days or 90 days, it doesn't make a difference. Reach out so we get the process started and make it smooth for you. A little bit more clear on what it looks like to buy real estate in northern New Jersey, start to finish, and you want to know why I'm able to get offers accepted on a high level, or maybe you're not getting your offers accepted too frequently. Well, there's a good chance that there's something wrong with the system and it's not the best system that's working for you. Well, this is the perfect video to understand a little bit more about how my process looks like and why we get offers accepted on such a high level. First things first, so crucial, pre-approval. You need to do it right away. I know there's always a little bit of hesitation with the pre-approval because people have this idea that they're gonna get their credit slashed, all this other stuff. Well, at the end of the day, any hit to the credit is very minimal in most cases, and you want to know where you stand. So really what the pre-approval is gonna do is gonna allow us to come up with a blueprint or a roadmap that we can follow in the home buying process. So even if you're not looking to buy right away, and you're looking to buy maybe 6 months or a year down the road, I still suggest doing that pre-approval right away, because if there is anything wrong, maybe with your credit, or there's maybe something you can do to give yourself some more lending power, it's best to know that early on so you can do what's necessary. So when it does come time to buy, you're ready to go. So step number one is that pre-approval. Best part is I'm a mortgage loan originator on top of being a realtor. I can lend in all 50 states. So if you're ever interested in getting a pre-approval through me, please reach out, drop a comment below, shoot me a text, give me a call. I'm here to help. Next would be identifying the market that you want to purchase in. Northern New Jersey is pretty large. So you want to look at things like your commute, where you're working, where your family is, locations you need to be around, locations you need to get to. All this plays a role. So to just say, I want all of northern New Jersey, that's a large area, but if you're commuting to New York City, you probably don't want to be in western northern New Jersey. If you work from home, maybe you're open to a more rural part of New Jersey. So it's always going to have these variables that come into play, but identifying the location is super crucial. Something that sort of goes hand in hand with this is the type of property. An example would be a multifamily or a single family. If you're looking to house hack, multifamilies, they're not too frequent in places that are a little bit more western, but areas closer to NYC have a lot more multifamilies. Single family, they're all over the state, but if you need more property, you probably want to be a little further west than NYC. So identifying the type of property you want and things like bedrooms, bath play a huge role in this process. A really awesome system that I love implementing for my clients that is an absolute game changer, and that is booking and scheduling. Next thing we're going to be doing here is actually going out and seeing properties. So how do we do that efficiently? There's a lot at play when it comes to booking and scheduling. The good news is I have a team in place that will book and schedule appointments for us and actually map out the schedule so it's most efficient with starting points and end points. So for example, if I know you're coming from New York City and you want to be very efficient with the showings, we might schedule in a way where we start in western parts of New Jersey and end in eastern parts of New Jersey with distance and everything separation, so we have enough time to get to the next showing and not make it a rush. I have a team that does all that for us. So it's super efficient, super fast, and we don't have to worry about spending hours every day booking and scheduling things. Best part is the scheduling team will put the properties into your calendar, send you a text alert and everything. So we are all on the same page, and it's just so easy to do. And let's say we are running late, I simply just text the scheduling team and they'll let the listing agent or the sellers on the other side know that we're running a little bit late. Systems, systems, systems. I can't stop saying it. Well, it's so true. You fall to the level of your systems. And the next one is now finding that dream home. I mean, you tell me, you find that amazing property that you must have, and all of a sudden, what do we have to do? You know, do we stop everything, stop the showings, stop seeing properties? No, 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 we don't have to stop. We can keep going on our journey because at the end of the day, I have an offer submitting team. So I don't have to go back to my office. I don't have to go to a computer. I could literally submit an offer for you on the spot in the property of your dreams if you so desire. What does that mean? That means I'm not sitting in front of a computer typing in numbers and doing all this kind of busy work. I'm there to focus on what's best for your property. So I can call the listing agent, I can negotiate, I can dig for more information rather than wasting my time driving to a computer to submit an offer or do something crazy. I let my offer team take care of business for me so we can get things done fast and efficiently. All right, so I have a scheduling team and an offer submitting team. I know what you're thinking. This is probably gonna cost you a lot of money. Guess what? You're wrong. It's actually free and included with my services. I don't charge you a dime for this. This is just efficient work because at the end of the day, I don't want to do busy work and I want to make sure I can watch out for your best interests. So I pay for these services and I don't put a dime of it onto you. Hey, if you need a pre-approval, why don't you comment below, pre-approval. Offer is accepted. Awesome, congratulations. So what's next here? So there's a lot of things that happen. So what happens is we start the process called attorney review, which is the attorneys reviewing the contract to make sure you're protected. It's really crucial and it's a great aspect in Northern New Jersey because you're gonna be completely safe and fully understand the contract that you're getting into. So attorney review happens for a minimum of 3 days. And then once that ends, we go into what's called under contract, which means we have a fully working document. Time out, let's back up here because there's actually a lot of behind the scene action that's happening once you get an offer accepted. There's a lot of connecting of individuals. The listing agent needs to know your attorney, the buyer's attorney, the buyer needs to know the seller's attorney, the attorneys need to know each other, the lenders need to know everyone, the title company, all this stuff, all this craziness, the appraiser, everyone needs to know what's happening in this agreement that you're about to get under contract on. So who's that one individual that's going to connect you? Well, typically it's the realtor, or in my case, it's my transaction coordinator. So I make sure that I have a third-party service that's there to see through every aspect of this deal, so to make sure we don't miss out on something. Because at the end of the day, the last thing I would want is for us to forget that we have a document due or we missed a signature or something crazy. The TC, transaction coordinator, is going to handle it, connect this document to the attorneys, to the lenders, to the realtors, to the appraisers, to the title company, and everyone else involved. So we are all on the same page. The best part is my TC gives us updates on important dates, deadlines, when everything's due, so we don't miss out. Having a TC is absolutely life-changing, and once again, it allows me to focus on what I do best, which is working for you. All right, we're under contract. You agreed to the terms in the attorney review. Now what's next? Well, you're probably getting an update text from my TC saying we have to schedule the inspection. And that's what you do next. Schedule inspection. You're gonna go through the property, make sure that you're protected and all that kind of stuff so you know exactly what you're getting into. I always encourage all my clients to get an inspection. It's not mandatory, but it's something that you should do because the last thing I want is to find out there's something that you didn't know happening in this property, and I want to make sure you're protected. Inspection's done. What's next? Appraisal. So appraisal is something you're going to need if you're getting a loan. If you're buying cash, you don't really need the appraisal so much, but you could do it anyways. In order to get a loan, they're going to know the value of the property. So appraisal will be in the next step. Guess who's going to tell you about it? Don't worry, my TC's there for us. We're moving along here pretty fast, which is normal on my transactions. I get them closed in under 30 days very, very consistently. Reason for that, once again, systems matter. Okay, next stop here is going to be the mortgage commitment. That is essentially your lender saying that you are clear to close. Those are some great words that I love. Don't worry, the TC is gonna reach out and make sure that you get that message and make sure that everyone knows about it so we can set that closing date and make sure we get this thing closed. We aren't done yet though. There's a few last minute things that we have to do. One of them is title insurance. You're gonna make sure that title gets run, make sure that you are getting this property free and clear. Title insurance is super crucial because you want to make sure that you fully own the property. The final day is fast approaching, but before that, or maybe on the same day, is going to be the final walkthrough. And this is where you go through the property to make sure that you're getting it in the way that you expected. Especially if there's negotiations that happen during the inspection phase. Maybe you find something wrong that the seller is going to fix. You're going to want to do that final walkthrough to make sure they fixed it. You want to make sure that they cleared out the furniture, that they're leaving things that maybe you negotiated on. So it's super crucial to do that final walkthrough very close to closing or the day of closing. It's closing day. Well, guess what? The TC is still there. They're going to be reaching out to make sure that you have everything in order, so you know exactly what you need to bring to closing, and we can make the closing very efficient. The biggest one really comes down to be is that however much money or cash you need at closing, you want to make sure you have that check ready to go. But TC is so important because they're going to communicate with the attorneys, they're going to communicate with title and everyone else, so you can be there ready to go, and it's not a mad dash to get the closing. Hey, final tip here before I go. That's my process. That's what I like to do in order to get properties under contract on a really high level. But make sure you click subscribe so you be the first to know about new videos when they come out, and you have a clear understanding of what's happening in northern New Jersey from buying, selling, and investing. Got you covered, and my team is here to help.